Good morning, besties. Welcome to another beautiful, lovely day. This morning we are back to a regular week, gotta get back to the grind and work and earn our money. So for today's pre-workout chat, we're actually going to refer to a video I watched yesterday on doubt and the book Atomic Habits. So I'll link both of those down below for you guys if you're interested. But this video that I watched yesterday was on doubt, and it was talking about how doubt never really leaves. It's just always in the back of your head. Even when you're doing so good, even the people you think are so confident, doubt is always looming in the background. And so they compare doubt to a raccoon, and how if you leave trash out, the raccoon's going to keep coming back. But if you do something about it, if you take the initiative to lock the bins, tie the bags, close the lid, the raccoon's gonna stop coming. And so our whole lives are like that. We just continue to let go of all of these goals because doubt convinces us that we're not capable, but we are capable. We have the same abilities as the next person, maybe not the same resources, but we do all have the same abilities to go after these goals. And really the people that achieve those goals are the people that build those systems, that build the habits, that continue to go after those goals despite all of those little doubts that they have. Because again, doubt never goes away. You just learn to silence it. You just have to do things even when you feel that you're not ready, because if you sit there and you think about how this isn't perfect and that isn't perfect, you're going to allow that doubt to creep in and stop you from achieving that goal. And you'll think, I'll do it later, or no, I'm not good enough, I should give up on this. And then later on in life, you're gonna end up regretting it, and you're gonna look back and be like, I wish I would have done that when I had more time. Wish I would have done that when I didn't have all of these responsibilities. I wish I would have done that when I was younger. Don't let yourself get to that point where you say, I wish I would have. Instead, try it. And maybe it doesn't work out, and that's okay, but at least you gave yourself the chance to try it, and that is going to make you feel so much better at the end than if you never gave yourself that chance to try. So I remember that in Atomic Habits, they talked about goals and how we can all have the same goal in life, but just having the goal alone isn't going to make you achieve it. And so this is where building those systems and building those habits come into play. Let's say, for example, two people have the same goal that they are both completely capable of achieving. They both can achieve. It's not a competition, right? They can both succeed in this goal. So this person over here says, I have this goal. And that's it. They think, just having the goal alone is going to get me there. At some point, I don't know, I'm not going to think about how I'm going to get there. I'm just going to let it happen. This person over here says, I have this goal. How can I get to it? I'm going to work towards it. I'm going to set up these systems, these habits to make me get closer to it. And with that, I feel like that's when things align, right? When you start working towards something, the universe works in your favor and things start happening for you. So this is a perfect example of how people think things are so easy. Right, you have these two people again. You saw this person achieve. This person had the same goal. Now this person is filled with jealousy because that person is succeeding in their goals. They didn't see all the hard work that they did to get to where they are. And so automatically you start thinking, dang, they had it so easy. They had all of these resources. They had all of these things, these reasons why they achieved this goal, but not me. I didn't because I have all of these unfortunate circumstances. Like, I can't do it because this, blah, 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 XYZ. Instead of wasting all of their time thinking and doubting and making all of these excuses as to why they couldn't do it and put that energy towards also working towards their goal, they both could have been over here achieving their goal. But no, this person was over here just wasting their time thinking, and not acting. But this person thought, they set the goal, they set the systems, they set the habits, and they acted. And now that they've achieved their goals, the world thinks that they had it easy. They don't see all of those tireless nights, the cries, the doubts, the fears, the setbacks. I think about Chapel Rowan. I think that's one of the most recent examples. I don't know too much about Chapel Rowan's lore. I'm not really too much into pop culture, but I just remember them saying that the world saw her as an overnight success because her song became so popular from one day to another, but she had been doing music for like 10 plus years on YouTube. She was doing covers or something, I don't know. Like, she was just working hard, to make her dream a reality. And it took those 10 years before she saw that success. And again, the world saw it as something so easy, but they didn't see how much work she put in over those 10 years to get to where she is currently at. If you watched last week's vlog, I talked about how I have to reread Atomic Habits. However, I've been kind of lazy to start this one because I've been reading my Let Them Theory book. So I've decided that I'm gonna do the audiobook for this one. Today during lunch, I do have to run a couple of errands, but I should have some time to just sit down and listen to the book. So as I'm having it read to me, I'm going to do some annotating. So I'm gonna take my book and my highlighter. So I asked my mom if she could make me some machaca burritos because I won't have time to, or I really don't want to buy food out. So instead I'm gonna take some lunch. I have to do a couple of things. My glasses are a little loose, so I'm gonna go to the eye doctor to have them tighten it because I swear this lens is gonna pop out any second. I have to go pump gas, and I've been meaning to put this in my car for a really long time, but I keep forgetting, so today I threw it in my purse. And then honestly that's pretty much it for my errands. And then I got my little Smisky from over the weekend that I'm gonna put in my office. That's it for my morning. I'm gonna go ahead and get my breakfast together, and I'll check in with you guys during lunch.
Or tiny losses and see how your daily choices will compound 10 or 20 years down the line. Are you spending less than you earn each month? Are you making it into the gym each week?
I'm back. I got myself a little coffee, and not so little. This is massive for $5. What a steal. And it is lovely. I just got my go-to mocha iced coffee, but besties, they had me at tiramisu brownie, my two ultimate favorite desserts. Brownies, oof, my weakness. Tiramisu, love tiramisu. Obsessed. Oh my god, I just noticed it's a little bow. How cute. Oh my god, I'm not ready for this. I am not ready for this. Cheers. Mmm. 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 I was talking to the owner in there. She was so sweet. First of all, she let me know that they do sell like sandwiches, soups of the day. They have little pastries and stuff. I'm definitely going to be coming back here more often. I literally love local spots like this that are just so cute, so unique, different from all of the franchises and like places you can find anywhere. I want to try to make matcha, but in the most unconventional way possible because I have none of the stuff that you need to actually make matcha. And I also don't have regular matcha. We have culinary matcha. So we're going to go ahead and try to make it with this. I did Google how 85 Degrees Bakery makes their matcha, and allegedly it says that they use culinary matcha because they use it as well in their baking, but I don't know if I just didn't ask the right questions. I don't know, but we'll figure it out. We'll see. I really want a strawberry matcha, and eventually if I do like how I make it, I'll invest in the whisk and all of that stuff. Now we're gonna get to making the actual matcha. So if you are a matcha enthusiast, please close your eyes. I know I'm about to offend some people, but your girl's gotta do what your girl's gotta do to get done what she needs to get done. I'm gonna do kind of a guesstimate here. I don't want to do too much. I know I have to sift it, so I'm gonna put it through here. And I did actually buy the little mixer thing from Daiso recently, but I fear I may have been robbed because I don't know where it is. So, I like how it always says, add in a little bit of warm water. Well, what's a little bit of warm water? Why is the water not going? So this is where I know you're supposed to use the whisk, but I do not have that. Time to put it all together. Cheers. Hopefully it's all right. Wait. Actually, maybe it's thanks to the strawberries, but that has turned out better than any coffee I've tried to remake. I'm so bad at making coffee. Really good. I feel like I could add a little bit more vanilla. That's so refreshing. Okay, I think I'm an at-home matcha girly. I might actually invest in all of the tools that I need to start making matcha because that's so good. I am going to make breakfast now. I'm thinking of just doing a little girl breakfast, like random stuff. I'm kind of craving a bunch of random things. I'm kind of craving some hash browns, so I'm gonna do that, some huevos con chorizo, and then some waffles. So totally random, but a very breakfast type of meal. It is so smooth. I've always been afraid with matcha because people would say that if you don't get the right kind of matcha, it's grainy. You have to get like the ceremonial grade matcha. I don't know if this is ceremonial grade or not. It doesn't say, but it's culinary matcha, so I'm assuming maybe that's why it's a little smoother. I'm also gonna make some waffles. These are one of my favorite ones. They're the Vans brand, gluten-free original waffles, or I also like the blueberry ones. I'm gonna try to put, or to do that thing where you put half of your hair in the hat. Okay, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Also, my camera is dying. Oh my god. Okay, give me a second. Okay, I think it's in. I think. So I'm trying to do the thing where you do half of your hair in this thing, and then that way when you put your hair up back here, let me center it. Okay, actually, you know what? I think this hack is pretty neat. Okay, nice. Nice. Okay, hold on. I just have to move my bangs out of the way. What side are you? This is going to be my pickleball outfit. It's giving very much tennis, but I think that that's what pickleball pretty much is. None of us have played pickleball. I watched a like 5-minute video right now in the car on pickleball, and I think I got it down. Like, I genuinely think I'm a pickleball pro. We decided to go play pickleball now. I'm gonna put on some sunscreen because we were waiting for it to be a little later until the sun went down, but it's cloudy today and it's actually really, really nice outside.
You look like you would actually play pickleball. What the heck?
I'm telling you, I'm ready. I'm gonna be a professional. Just you wait. Okay, so I learned in my 5 minutes of watching the videos that this is the kitchen. We have to let it bounce first on your side, and then we have to let it bounce on my side.
It's a free hit. The only time you have to let it bounce is if you're gonna step in the kitchen.
No.
You can step in the kitchen.
The video I watched. No, I'm not talking about stepping in the kitchen.
You have to hit. You can hit it however you want.
No. In the video I watched, it said you have to serve under.
Yes, you have to serve.
Uh-huh.
But once it serves and I hit it, I can hit it however.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to bounce.
Yeah, but that's not what I was saying. I was saying how we.
Said it has to bounce.
Yeah, I said how we
Why are you
start.
arguing? You guys are barely new and everything.
Who are you? Me? I'm the owner of this house. I really thought I had that. Oh! You lost. You let it hit the... I won!
You can also go like this.
That was actually really good. And that's what you're not supposed to do.
We're totally not playing right, but we're like, wait. I'm too strong. I'm sorry.
You serve, you have to. Here, let me give you an example of how to serve. From what I got from a 5
Like
second
this?
tutorial.
Shit.
Someone who doesn't know how to play, they're beating you.
No. I feel like this is borderline bullying.
Borderline bullying.
It is actually pretty toasty now that we've been running around, but I will say we suck. We cannot play. We obviously need to practice, maybe watch more 5-minute videos and really learn the rules because we're not getting it. But we're out here having fun and we're being active, so good for us. Oh! 4-1.
I'm so sorry. Did I hit you? No. I think I'm the best pickleballer.
No, I think I can do this too.
Go, watch this.
It's gonna be all the way over there.
Damn it. No, you're the best server. But you just met your match. Guys, thoughts and prayers that we can do a go round.
Thoughts and prayers did not help.
Brenda's gonna stop messing around and we're gonna play. Damn, we burned 322 calories.
That's it.